I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. There have been some developments reported in the ongoing search for fugitive Eric Frein, the man wanted for the ambush killing of a Pennsylvania State Police officer and the wounding of another trooper at a state police barracks in Pike County September 12th. State police say their search of the Pocono Mountain wooded areas surrounding the shooting scene have narrowed, and that an AK-47 was found in the vicinity of Frein's Jeep that was discovered abandoned in a pond a couple of miles from the barracks. And searchers have reported that they found a significant number of rounds of ammunition and other items that they believe Frein may have hid for future use. Police say Frein had been planning a confrontation with police for months or possibly years, and that Frein had had the opportunity to shoot civilians at the barracks that night but chose not to. Frein's name has been added to the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list, with a total reward now of $175,000 being offered for information that leads to his capture. To keep clicking here at Record Online for the latest developments regarding the continuing search for fugitive Eric Frein. An Ulster County jury has convicted a Walden man for assaulting his ex-girlfriend and trying to abduct her. 35-year-old Mark Conklin was convicted following a 5-day trial, and after about 4 hours of deliberations, he was convicted of felony charges of burglary, attempted kidnapping, and unauthorized use of a vehicle. Conklin was arrested in February after he hid in his ex-girlfriend's home and assaulted her when she came home. And using a knife from the house, Conklin threatened to kill her, forced her into a car. She was able to escape and run across the street to a neighbor's house where she called 911. Conklin was arrested after a high-speed vehicle chase through Walden that topped 95 miles an hour. The woman had an order of protection against Conklin at the time. When he is returned to court November 18th, Conklin faces a maximum sentence for each of the burglary and attempted kidnapping convictions of 15 years in prison. Tomorrow's the day the supporters and opponents of the region's casino gaming projects get the chance to speak out during a day-long public hearing that'll be held at the Grandview Hotel in Poughkeepsie. Members of the State Gaming Commission will be there to hear what members of the public will have to say about the region's applications, pro or con. Times-Herald Record reporter Hema Easley will be there, and she provides us a preview.
It's going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to continue until 8 at night. So it's going to be a marathon session. Opponents and proponents of all the 9 casinos will be there, and it will not be divided by each project. So it's kind of like a free-for-all. So people can come through the day and talk. About every hour, there are going to be 5 speakers that will have reserved their space to speak in advance, and each of them will be given 5 minutes to speak. And then at the end of the hour, the rest of the hour, will people like first come, first serve, they can sign in and they can speak. So it's going to be a long day. Developers of 9 proposed casino projects in Orange, Sullivan, and Ulster counties have applied for licenses. Our area is expected to get 1 or maybe 2 casinos. A decision is expected by mid to late October, and I look for reports throughout the day tomorrow here at Record Online. In other news, an Eldred man has been charged with felony criminal mischief after police say he shot up a bucket truck. Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies say they got a report of a vehicle struck by gunfire on Woods Road in Berryville back on September 2nd. There they found the vehicle damaged by blasts from a shotgun. The windshield had been blown out, with the grille, radiator, and rear window struck as well. Police recovered shotgun shells and the gun not far from the scene. Deputies developed 52-year-old Glenn Conklin of Eldred as a suspect. They say he later admitted to the shooting incident. Conklin has been charged with felony criminal mischief, along with discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a residence. He was sent to Sullivan County Jail on $1,500 bail. The State Department of Environmental Conservation has approved new rules that will allow crossbow hunting during the upcoming hunting season. That opens up in parts of the state next month. Under the new state regulations, crossbow hunters must be at least 14 years old, hold a valid hunting license, and complete a safety training course. Lisa Van Houten is an archer instructor at the Kenco store in Kingston. She says a crossbow is a different hunting experience compared to a traditional vertical bow.
This bow can crank itself back, So there is no work needed behind a vertical bow, where a vertical bow you actually have to draw the bow back. With a crossbow, I can take my crank system here, bring this up and over, crank my string back, pick it up and shoot it without having to actually physically do anything.
Unless prior permission is granted from a property owner, the firing of a crossbow is prohibited from within 250 feet of homes, churches, schools, playgrounds, and farm structures. Among the people in the news, longtime Central Hudson CEO Stephen Lant, who has announced his retirement effective at the end of October. Lant has been with Central Hudson for 34 years and has been Chief Executive Officer of the utility and its parent company, CH Energy Group, since 2003. His successor will be James Laredo, who currently serves as Utilities President. Laredo has been with Central Hudson since 2009. Prior to that, he had served as President of NYSEG and Rochester Gas and Electric. And Town of Lloyd police got word of a suspicious package that had arrived at the post office in Highland. Ulster County Sheriff's Deputy's K-9 Triton was called in, and his examination revealed the presence of narcotics. 2 men were then taken into custody when they arrived at the post office to pick up the package, which contained more than 10 pounds of marijuana. 55-year-old Rodney Lamb of Highland was charged with criminal possession of marijuana in the first degree and conspiracy, both felonies. 46-year-old Robert Maxwell Lindsay of Montgomery was charged with felony conspiracy along with criminal facilitation. The fall season officially arrived today, and it's bringing with it some nice weather for our region this week. Tuesday will be mostly sunny and pleasant with temperatures reaching the low 70s. More sunshine expected on Wednesday with the highs again at or near 70 degrees. We'll get the news and information to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And when news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.